In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add neon lights and shapes to a person or product to go from this to something like this. Maybe spruce it up a little, add a cool nighttime vibe or whatever to it. So let's get to it. Before I start, I should say you want to make sure your subject is somewhat dark and your background is somewhat dark too. That allows for the best representation of that neon light to come through. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a new layer, and we're going to be working off that new layer. The next thing we're going to do is go over to our pen tool. You can use any of these. We're just going to stick with our normal pen tool, and I'm going to do a triangle for the sake of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to click here, go over to here, down to here, and back up. Simple enough. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on one of our lines here, and then we're going to go down to fill path. So, excuse me. No, we're going to go down to stroke path. I always get those two mixed up. You're going to hit stroke path, and you're going to make sure you are on brush. Going to hit OK. And as you see, my color's already been selected here. I picked a kind of a neon pinkish, a bright pink to go with this dark purplish background I got going on, and it complements the black nice. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down here to our effects, and we're going to go to blending options. It's the first one. So we're just going to click that right there. And then we have, let's pull that over here so you all can see, we have all our different things we can do here. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit inner glow, outer glow, and drop shadow. So I'm going to show you the specifics on these. They're already preset on mine, so just take a look on how I'm doing it, and feel free to play around as needed. So we're going to hit inner glow. Looks good to me. We're going to hit outer glow. Also looks good. Then we're going to hit our drop shadow. So now obviously you can go in and you can play with the colors a little bit. The big thing I'm going to say on the outer glow is you're going to want to go to linear dodge and hit linear dodge add. That'll just make sure you can spruce it up a little bit. Obviously you can play around with this if you want to have a little noise in there, make it a little funky looking or whatever. I'm going to go with no noise on this. But whatever you want to do, feel free to play around with these three: inner glow, outer glow, and drop shadow. The next thing we're going to do to give this a little bit of a 3D shape is we're going to go over to our eraser tool, and we want this to maybe go behind this for this. And we'll have it go under the sleeve here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase up in here. Now the cool part about erasing the line with what we just did is it'll keep the color looking pretty natural. You won't have to go in and erase the color around the line since you're already erasing the line. Should probably go for a smaller stroke here, but for the sake of this, I'm just going to keep with what I have. Erase it, have it come back. I'm actually going to zoom in here real quick and just touch that up just a hair. Not a huge fan of how that looks. So there, much better. So yeah, this is what you should have when you're done. And you can take a look and you'll see you've added a neon light shape to whatever your object is, and you've given it some 3D texture too. If this was useful, let me know. If you have any questions, I'll do the best to answer them in the comment section.